Carnivore diet plateaus. Why fat loss stops even when you're doing everything right.
I'm a pastor, an entrepreneur, a world traveler, and a martial artist. But most importantly, I'm a devoted husband and dad with an amazing family. And the older I get, the more I realize the importance of being healthy so that I can be all that I can and should for my family. I haven't always been healthy though. In fact, I've struggled with my weight for a lot of my life. But in recent years, I found some great success in my weight loss and fitness journey living a lower carbohydrate lifestyle, particularly that of the keto and carnivore variety. Follow me on my journey as I continue to explore and share the benefits of living the low-carb lifestyle.
Hey friends, if you're doing the carnivore diet, eating meat, cutting carbs, staying consistent, and yet perhaps the scale hasn't moved in weeks, then this video is just for you. Because here is the honest and brutal truth. A carnivore plateau does not mean that carnivore stopped working. Certainly doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. What it does mean is that your body is adapting. And today I'll show you exactly why plateaus happen, and more importantly, how you can break through them without doing anything extreme. So most people panic during a plateau, and they do the worst possible thing, which is they eat significantly less. They train harder, they add fasting, and that usually makes the plateau worse. So let's go ahead and fix this the smart way, shall we? Here are the reasons why this is happening to you. Reason number one, you're losing fat, not weight. Now it's true, early carnivore weight loss often includes water weight, and that's why it seems like you're losing weight really quickly. But also what happens during that time is inflammation reduction. Now later on, fat loss can happen without scale changes, and here are the signs that progress is still happening. First of all, your clothes fit better, which is a very good indicator. Also, your waist measurement may be shrinking. Also, you have better energy. And let's not forget to talk about reduced bloating. So here's the fix. You want to track your measurements, right? And you want to pay attention to the way that clothes fit, not just what the scale says. The scale is a lagging indicator at best, but clothes rarely lie. Reason number two, stress is blocking your fat loss. It's true, high stress equals high cortisol, and high cortisol tells your body to hold on to fat. We've talked about this before. Now, so here are some common stressors on carnivore. First of all is under-eating. We've also talked about this in the past. But also overtraining, especially if you're doing a lot of high-impact stuff. Poor sleep, too much fasting, you get the idea. So here's the fix. Sleep more, right? Also eat enough and reduce your workout intensity, at least temporarily, until your body can calm down. Reason number three, you're eating too lean. This is one of the most common carnivore plateau mistakes. Too much lean protein actually can act like stress. Here are the common symptoms that are associated therewith. First of all is hunger. Next is fatigue, and then also the stalled fat loss like we're talking about here. The fix is to make sure that you prioritize fattier cuts. So instead of chicken breast, you want to get chicken thighs. You want to talk about 80-20 ground beef. You want to talk about adding butter and maybe some tallow, right? Remember that fat signals safety to your metabolism. And if it feels safe, it's going to do its work proper. Reason number four, your electrolytes are off. Low sodium can stall progress, all right? It increases stress hormones and water retention. So the fix here is to salt your meal generously, right? Maybe even aggressively. And then also drink electrolyte water. The truth is many plateaus will resolve in days with this alone. So make sure you don't take it for granted. Reason number five, your body is adapting. Again, that's kind of the overarching theme here, right? And so plateaus often mean improved metabolic efficiency, hormone recalibration, and then also some behind-the-scenes healing, which is why you got involved in carnivore in the first place. Fat loss pauses while other systems will catch up, right? And so the fix here is to make sure you stay consistent and don't despair. You also want to give it a couple, 3 weeks, maybe even a month. And don't change everything at once. Remember, adaptation isn't failure. Here's what you should not do during a plateau. You want to make sure that you avoid slashing calories, excessive fasting, adding cardio punishment, and then also panic switching diets. This is not the time to start switching diets and adding things that you've already fasted from, right? This usually will backfire. Do not get desperate, just stay the course. So how do you break your carnivore plateau? It's really simple to reset it. And just think of it with this protocol. Eat more fatty meat, increase your electrolytes, and prioritize sleep. Rest and recovery, I can't say enough about that. Also, you want to walk daily. And maybe you want to train a little bit less to give your body more time to recover, at least for a couple weeks, right? Now again, a plateau is not a stop sign, right? It might be a slowdown in the just checkpoint, but it's not a stop sign. So stay calm, fuel your body, and let carnivore do its work. All right, my friends, listen, hopefully this was helpful to you. If it was, hit the like and subscribe, and make sure you comment the word plateau, right? Let me know how you broke through your last plateau, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Jason Ligo with the Low Carb Lifestyle. Take care.